Paramount Plus yesterday, and I didn't watch it, but I saw on the top of the screen it said NCIS Sydney.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, Lunchbox has got to watch that as part of a punishment. But it's got to be good because these shows are so popular. But he has to watch the entire season because none of us have ever watched it. And so he has now watched episode 1.
Okay.
He's in. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
My first episode of NCIS, CIS, whatever those whole franchise, any of them, never seen a 1.
So going into it, because I feel like I'm going to watch it, it's probably going to end up being good because it's so successful. I just wouldn't choose it on my own. But also there's so many episodes you have to watch.
Yeah, that's the problem.
What's the plot?
The plot is we are over in Sydney, Australia, and it opens up. Now, man, we're just going to tell the episode. If you haven't seen it, too bad.
Well, don't spoil the end.
What?
We wouldn't come and spoil an episode of Game of Thrones. Just what's it about? People go to Australia to surf and all of a sudden
no,
they're
it's
fighting
like
kangaroos?
they have a joint, like where they work together, the U.S. and the Sydney military, and it's like celebrating 10 years of
celebration.
Yeah.
Of joint
work.
Did you watch it?
I'm confused.
Yeah, I don't understand exactly what they were doing. And
Did you like it?
And let me tell you the start. And so they're standing there doing the ceremony, and all of a sudden there's a protester. Get out of here, you Yanks! Get out of here! Doesn't like the Americans being over there. And one of the soldiers standing up there starts bleeding from his nose, his mouth, and he falls off into the water in the Sydney Bay Harbor, whatever you call it. And that's where it starts.
Wow.
How'd he die? Who did it?
Did it feel cheesy or did it feel like you wanted more?
It was the cheesiest crap I've ever seen.
Really?
It was.
But did you
terrible.
want more?
Did you? Because I like cheese sometimes too.
No.
Because now I want to know. Like,
Okay, so
what?
the whole episode, how did you feel when it was over?
Super cheesy. How is this show successful?
Really?
Oh my goodness.
Wow. I thought it would be really good.
We had a shootout.
I love a shootout.
I mean, a good shootout.
A network shootout, though, is different than like a movie shootout.
Sure.
Because
Yeah.
a network shootout, they're like only hitting each other in the elbows. Ow.
And it was crazy because they have this big ship that's there. And only one military person is guarding the entire ship.
So it's real.
Yeah, and you have the classic at the very beginning. Oh, this detective gets paired up with a detective from Sydney, and of course they hate each other.
And one's a real loose cannon.
Yes, exactly, 100%. One's a loose cannon. Like, oh, we're not going to get along, and by the 5 minutes in, you're like, oh, they're going to end up sleeping together.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Oh,
automatically,
yeah,
it's the perfect example of you know where it's going.
How many episodes is this season?
I have no idea.
It's got to be like 20, right? He's got to watch all 20. What would you rate it so far, one episode in?
I would rate it 1.5 investigators out of 5.
Wow.
You talked
bad.
to your wife about it too?
Yeah, because my wife, we're a team. When we watch TV, it's together.
And you're the loose cannon in this relationship.
And
Loose
so-
cannon and the...
I don't know what she said, but yeah, I let her give a review. I left the room. This will be my.
Oh, you haven't heard it?
No, I want
Okay.
to see what she says.
It was fine. It's been a while since I've watched primetime, I don't know, drama TV shows where every episode like ends with a little bow tied around it and it's all solved and perfect, and you know everyone's spitting out these funny little one-liners, and there's like it's just cheesy now, I feel like. But I see why people like it. It had some good drama, I guess. But I will say they do have a lot of Australians in there and they have accents, and I'm not very good at accents, so I had to turn on the subtitles. I could not understand what they were saying. But overall, it was fine.
There's only 8 episodes of this
It's
whole thing.
fine.
Oh, that's great.
You're very lucky there.
But the Australian accents are very hard to understand.
Really? You would think they would fake that for TV a little bit.
I put on subtitles, even if it's like an Oregon accent. Just there isn't one. But okay, thank you, Lunchbox.
Yeah.
NCIS Sydney so far gets a 1.5.
And we're going back down under pretty soon.
Are you just saying that because it sounds cool to say?
Well, no, down under Sydney.
No, I know.
We're going to have to watch it in another episode, so we're going down under soon to the
All right.
harbor.
Okay.
The theme song's pretty good, though. Listen. It's like a song Scuba Steve would love because he loves instrumental music.
Wow.
Nice.
So it's the same for every.
And you know how you know this isn't a commercial? Because Lunchbox gave it 1.5. All right, thanks, guys.
It's a Bobby Bones show.